came perhaps in the second half of the game, and they came back by 4 goals down. Can we be 4 goals down and come back? Is it possible?
It is possible.
At halftime.
It is possible, and I think one of the things we all agree on, I think, is the fact that we have achieved stability
of the naira, of the economy generally.
The economy generally. The macroeconomic side, I think we've achieved stability, and I think that everybody agrees on that. But economic reforms and stability is not enough. But at least you need to achieve this stability to now begin to build on that stability. And what are the most critical aspects of it? I think the most important thing right now, I think that the Minister of Finance has done, and the Coordinating Minister of Economy, is that he has stopped ways and means financing. Ways and means financing being stopped has helped us to achieve this significant amount of stability. The fact that inflation has been stubborn, because you know that by the removal of what happened was that I was in support of the reforms, but I wasn't happy the way the subsidy was removed and the FX unification was managed, because the central bank did not hold monetary policy committee meetings at critical times. They didn't hold 2 consecutive monetary policy committee meetings, which they should have hiked rates, and they did not. So that, and with the 7 trillion ways and means financing, which they drew down in their first 7 months, it impacted negatively on Naira, and Naira went all the way to 1,900. By the following year, however, they took control of the situation, and right now I think we can say that we have what I will call cohesion and parity, and also synchronization and alignment between monetary policy and fiscal policy. And that's, in its sense, and the 5 consecutive months of disinflation is what gave the Monetary Policy Committee the confidence to begin to cut rates. So I will say that apart from being at halftime, the economy is also at a point of inflection. And when I mean a point of inflection, it is what you are saying. It is time now that we've turned that corner, and now that to use your own parlance, the football parlance, it is time to stage that comeback. And in order to stage that economic comeback, there needs to be consistency with these same policies, because now that you've achieved this stability, you need to grow. And how do you need to grow? Government needs to curb its spending. And one of the things I'm happy about now is that the central bank governor in the last MPC has increased the CRR for non-TSA deposits to 75%. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of Economy has now been given the powers to be able to approve spending, because no spending can be done now without the Minister of Finance issuing the certificates. So what that means is that Coordinating Minister of Finance, of the Economy, and Minister of Finance is now in control of how we can spend money, and working with the central bank, we can now begin to see how they can curb that. If they can curb that, the target is that we should get to 12% inflation. The analysis which I showed you in terms of the correlation between GDP growth, interest rates, and inflation will show you that if Nigeria is at 12% inflation, our economy will grow at least 8% or more. And that is what we need on a sustainable basis.
And that was a prediction that you made earlier, to say there is a relationship between your inflation and your growth rate, your GDP growth rate. And you've shown in that graph, I don't know if they can put that on the screen, the relationship between the GDP growth rate and inflation. And we saw that more than many years in this country, we've never, in fact, in history, I'm not sure we have ever experienced such a point in inflation rate. We moved from single digit, about 9%,
exactly.
5-6 years down the line, we're in double digit, and we're even flying, and things got